Welcome to SPM Science Simulations Volume 2, a sequel of SPM Science Simulations Volume 1, which is an enhanced version of the series based on the latest KBSM syllabus from the Ministry of Education. This volume includes a teacher's guide and 67 simulations in 2 CDs, i.e. Disc A and Disc B, all perfectly packaged in a durable box folder. Navigation buttons are placed for user accessibility in each page. These include Task, Notes, Back, Next, and Home buttons. Task and Notes will be explained further in the features of the simulations. Next and Back buttons allow users to switch simulations from one to another. Home button allows user to return to main menu. In the main menu, user can click on chapter links to open up simulation links. Here, user can point the mouse cursor at the bottom of the page to scroll down the menu and vice versa. The SPM Simulation series features Task and Notes in both Volume 1 and Volume 2. Task refers to the steps on how to use the simulation, while Notes provides extra information related to the topics covered by the simulation. However, in Volume 2, our team have enhanced the feature to enable teachers to save their own notes in the hard disk. Just click on Notes button, type in the desired notes for the current simulation, and click Save button. The saved notes are displayed the next time you use the simulation. There are many animations in SPM Science Simulations Volume 2. Like the one shown on the screen, carbon cycle is expressed in the form of animation. This to encourage students to understand science concepts through good visualization instead of static text and images found in conventional books. This simulation shows that factories in industrial area release carbon dioxide into the air. Meanwhile, on the left side of the animation, plants take carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. You may click on the numbered buttons available to get more descriptions on the processes involved in carbon cycle. To proceed, just click on subsequent step buttons. With animated clouds and arrows, the art of teaching science gets livelier. A step-by-step approach, be it in calculation, explanation, or experiment, is one of the many features widely used in SPM Science Simulations Volume 2, as it is very useful in teaching science subject. Students are able to understand how a process takes place one step at a time. By incorporating step buttons, students are taught gradually and progressively about the flow of a process. Thus, it can grab students' attention. With this, they too can easily remember what they have studied. Other than the features mentioned previously, you can also interact correspondingly to an object in a simulation. For example, in the simulation shown on the screen, clicking on the up and down buttons can control the water intake of the submarine. Therefore, the submarine can either float or sink according to the input set by you. Drag slider gives another type of user interactivity as well. The simulation shown on the screen provides you with sliders to set the shape of a radio wave. Dragging the distance slider changes the wavelength of the radio wave, whereas displacement slider controls the amplitude of the wave. When speed of the wave is a constant, then the higher the wavelength is, the lower the frequency of the wave. SPM Science Simulations Volume 2 also incorporates simulation with 3D models. It is much more interesting if the atoms are represented in 3D models rather than the usual 2D static images. It makes the object more interesting and realistic. In this simulation, you may choose to look into the details of polymerization in Scene 2. Click on Play button if you wish to replay the animation. SPM Science Simulations Volume 1 is a success, and we promised that Volume 2 would be much better due to the enhancements made. Rest assured that you would get your money's worth when you purchase SPM Science Simulations Volume 2.